Madam, I'd like to state once again that my cut was not meant as a personal attack on Mr Kumar nor questioning of his legal competence, but I have three clarifications for Senior Minister of State. The first is, she mentioned that Mr Kumar was the most eminently suitable candidate for the post of DAG. Is she, by implication, saying that the government does not see any other candidate from the legal service that could fill that role? Second clarification is she mentioned or was trying to say that the AG or DAG has a limited role because ultimately the decider would be the courts. But does she not agree that actually under the Constitution, the AG and DAG have very wide prosecutorial discretion? They can decide whether to charge someone, what charges to prefer, and their discretion is virtually unappealable. So in that sense, the post of AG and DAG is something with vast power, in fact, vis-a-vis the courts. And the third clarification is, I don't know whether the Minister is able to give an indication of whether should the DAG be faced with a file that is politically charged or has political connotations, whether he would actually take the step of recusing himself, which I think is quite common procedure in other countries as well.
Clarifications. Is he the most eminently qualified for this position? What I can say is that there are 6 to 7 people who are considered outstanding litigators. He is one of those 6 to 7, and I don't know whether you'll be more comfortable with Mr. Devinder Singh or Mr. Alvin Yeo. It is a fact that the PAP gets the best lawyers on its side. And so some of us come into government, some of us go into, when I say us, I mean litigators, the bench, and some litigators do other kinds of public service. And Ms. Raja made the point that a couple of, in this top 6-7, have previously indicated that they would prefer not to come into public service. I don't think it is appropriate to go beyond that. He is eminently qualified. There is no question of his abilities. You do not question his abilities. The real issue is there something systemically wrong? And Ms Lim waxed lyrical about the appointment process in the United States and Jeff Sessions. And they have a system where a sitting Republican senator transfers over and becomes Attorney General. Absolutely no problems. So I would say I don't see any issue with someone who has had a link in the past for the very sound reasons that Ms. Raja has given. Second, wide discretion, but in matters that go to court, ultimately the court decides. If exercise of discretion is required, of course the AGC decides, AG, DAG, Solicitor General, based on a variety of factors. And that is why you choose people of character and competence. And you can see that the legal institutions in Singapore, since independence, whether it's a judiciary, the AGC, the legal service, the bar, we are one of the few countries that has made these institutions much better than from when we took over from the British, compared with all the other countries that you refer to. So this is a government that builds up institutions, not pulls them down. Third, should the DAG disqualify himself? There are clear rules on when lawyers should recuse themselves from particular matters, and I'm sure every lawyer in AGC is aware of the laws relating to recusal.